I'm gonna stream for a while. Check, check. Oh, my stream deck's not working. That's awesome. It's a good way to start the stream. Let's see. Let me switch over to here. And why is the stream deck being silly? Now it's working. Okay. Just had to restart it. Turn it off and on. Works every time. All right, we're in Barstow. And we've got some full hump tracks, so we need to get those cleared out. And maybe run the local. We'll see. We'll be working on the railroad. So, looks like... Whoa! That's too fast. So, we got LCal 0611. Oh, you know what? I actually moved those. I forgot, and then the sim, it did something. I think I was humping a train, and it bugged out and went telescopic, and then it deleted the train. I don't think I actually saved after I'd moved these off. So I need to move these off again. So I'm just going to do that part manually. We'll get another train humping. Hey, the Treddy, welcome. So we'll stick that one on this track. I don't know how it determines which direction to go. It's the opposite direction that I took it off there. There's a reverse to, but that just does the cars. So I come down here and place it. Will it be the same direction I want it to be? Yeah, but it's too far down the track. There we go. That'll work. All right, we got lot 53, which I think I've already got some LOP 53s over here. No, I've got lot 51. Okay. Pick that guy. Copy player train. Delete you. I might have to do the same thing here. Yeah, it's backwards. Oh well, whatever. Oh wait. That is lot 51. I can't read. So we can stack that over here with this guy. We won't be able to do it very close. It says the track's not clear, even though the train's going that direction. So you just have to find the matching point where it decides it's far enough away. Way down there. So we'll have to push those together at some point. A little bit of a pain. We got the 910, which I think we already have over here. Now we got 6, 16, and 13. 910, I guess we already sent out, because I think I worked that last stream, maybe. So that one we can pull out. And we'll stick that one here. Oh, wait, are the... Oh, they're mixed together. That's right. That's right. I forgot. This was sorting. That's why I'm getting confused, because the other end of the train is a different local. Right. So that was breaking up a train into different locals. I need to sort those into my locals. I see what's going on. Hey, Sergeant Smith. How's it going? Trying to get this sorted out. So I need to re-hump those. So I guess I'll put these tracks for stuff that needs re-humped. I was a little bit confused as to which step those were humped on. And these... I thought I was doing YBK 50. I am. Okay. So I probably need to update that hump config. This is supposed to be the throwaway track. We have some YBK 50 right down here. Let me put it way down there, I guess. And then we got one that's... No, that's 0611 that's set to go out. That's the boron local. We need to run that at some point. Hey, no worries, Treddy. You're doing just fine. Hello to Germany from Missouri, USA. Yeah, a lot of people found my little tiny microscopic YouTube channel through Railroads Online. It's been a wild ride. Been doing YouTube for probably 9-10 years, something like that. Just as a hobby, something fun to do. No big aspirations. And I had worked my way up to like maybe 3,000 subs. Just kind of doing it part-time. Then somebody on my Discord was like, hey, this Railroads Online game looks pretty fun. You might like it. So I looked into it. I'm like, yeah, that looks pretty decent. It's got a little bit of a rocky history, and the developer abandoned their last game to make this one, but thought it was worth, you know, $30 or whatever it was. So I made some videos on it, and holy crap, my YouTube channel exploded. Like quadrupled in size. So yeah, a lot of people found me through Railroads Online. But I play a lot of different stuff. Alright, hump yard is cleared out. Let's go take a look at this hump config here. I might be getting confused. So that was my inbound configuration. Why are we're not picking up YBK 50? Surely we're picking up YBK 50 somewhere in here. If not, I should tack it on. I guess we're not. It put it over there on track 1, which is no matches. Alright, let me go make sure I'm spelling this right. Yeah, it's just YBK 50. Alright. Let me add that to one of the tracks. Because I am planning on running that local, I think. I do have it on this one. So yeah. I think I know what I did now. I should not have ran this, basically. What I should have done is ran this. So that's why. That's why it was messed up. This has just my locals on it. Alright, mystery solved. Let's see. One of my sets of power is missing. So is it down here waiting? Oh no, that's the train that got deleted, wasn't it? No, here it is. I've moved it. Alright. I thought I'd restored that. So I was helping a train and something went weird with it. And then Run 8 will like clean up if it detects a problem. So it said the cars were bouncing all over the place, even though the train looked fine, and so it deleted the whole train. But so I had to recreate these engines, no biggie. So we're ready to hump this train right here. Let's get that going. And if you guys have any questions or whatever, just let me know. I'm not a Run 8 expert, and I'm not a real railroading expert either, but I'll do my best. Been here since X-Plane 10. It's going back a while. Good to have you, Sergeant Smith. I've been debating getting off Twitch and just streaming over on YouTube since I do videos over there. I don't know. I've been thinking about that for a couple years now and still haven't made the change. All right, let me go grab those. And then if we bring up this... Actually don't have him dispatching yet. Let's get the auto dispatcher turned on. Over here to the Barstow page. So we're in this train, so I need to manually set this up so it'll get routed into the hump yard. So that's set up. Just need to add the keyword hump to its tag and then tell it to recruit with AI. And it's good to go. So it'll hump that train now. I don't have to worry about it. It's a nice new feature that's in Run 8 version 3. So I need to get, yeah, these need to get moved over. I humped those with the wrong config. Do I have room over here? This guy's pretty short. Man, all these current oil. It's a lot of oil tankers. Yeah, I've got my eye on Railroader. For sure. I'm in their Discord. Be interesting to see how that plays out. I like the tone of their developer logs. So, but the proof's in the pudding. We'll see. We'll see what it is when it comes out. Sounds good. It sounds like they got their heads screwed on straight. Where'd that little short one go? You're kind of shorter than the others. Maybe we'll get the road power off of these guys. And okay, we'll grab some of this road power. A lot of times I just delete them manually, but we'll take over this train and get the road power off of it. Head up here. Let's go ahead and get the independent on. Yeah, it'd be cool to have a realistic Steam train game. Railroads Online's a lot of fun, but man, like I was playing some today just to get money built up. And the physics is just so broken. It drives me bananas. It's a lot of fun most of the time. Open that up, you get you closed. Don't care about the air on that. Alright, we should be able to pull forward now. Whoa! Why you don't move? Oh, did I? I didn't put you in. I didn't finish setting up the switches, did I? Let's try that. And I'm just gonna do... we'll do it from the cab. Let me hop in the cab. And we need these 3 switches on. Now we can move. Maybe. Why are we not moving? What have I done wrong? Everything. That's the answer to that. Done everything wrong. Yeah, we're in run. It's not isolated. Add on. That's working. Alright, let's turn off the bell. That's annoying. What have I done wrong here? I took the handbrakes off of these guys. I mean, they're stopped. And they don't have any handbrake on, so they should be good. I'm just set and release on these brakes. Just to make sure. It's weird that we're not moving. Yeah, I think they must have had some train brake on. There we go. Had to get them to release their brakes. Yeah, I mean, Astragon, they put out a bunch of crappy simulator games, so we'll see. Hope it doesn't become even more watered down than it already is, as far as like physics and stuff goes. All right, does Otto have anybody coming in here? Doesn't look like it. So we're in 7267, right? Yep. So we need to take over these as well. Just switch you. And we're gonna... Oh no, not that one. We need to go to this one and that one. So we'll get over here into the service area. These big locos, they take a lot longer to load up than the Jeeps I'm used to driving. Keep 2 notches on. Just don't want to go too fast. Yeah, it's finally starting to roll. It's heavy. Pulling two dead engines too. I don't have these back 2 fired up. So they're just dead weight. flip you, and flip you. Maybe I should have fired them all up. I wonder if their independents are on. No, I would hear the brake squeal. Alright, we can release that one back to auto. Release that one back. So if I highlight that in blue, that tells the automatic dispatcher that I have it switched. Oh shoot, whoa, 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 crap. I need to throw this one. Flying all over the place. There we go. And we'll just stick it over here on the fueling tracks, see if anything needs refueled. There goes a container train. I'm like, why isn't my red driver making any vibrations? I don't have the power up to it. It has a subwoofer in it, so you get like some shake feel. I forgot I don't have the power supply plugged in, so the speaker doesn't work. Alright, do any of you need fuel? Yeah, a couple. The lead one especially could use some fuel. Alright, so we'll leave those guys there. Done with them. Actually, let me retag that real quick. And relinquish. Done with those. How's our train doing? Oh no, did it delete that train again? I didn't notice. Why is it suddenly having physics issues? Yeah, I deleted that train that was humping. That stinks. Keeps doing that, I'm not sure why. Alright, so that third one over here is... So we need to get the power off of here as well. Where are you? Set you as the lead unit, and I'm just going to do auto circuit breaker, auto MU. We should be able to back up. Did I release the handbrake? I did not. That would probably help. Well, you know, moving. Oh, right. I know why. This guy was hooked up to the train when I blew all the air out of it, so its emergency system is tripped. So if we hop in the engineer view. PCS is open. So I need to do a full application for 60 seconds and then reset that. That was a rookie mistake. Turn off the car tags. I didn't even see that message. It must have deleted that. So we'll get this train here humping. I'm going to keep an eye on it closer. See what happens. Usually AI humping is really reliable. 7 seconds to go, then we can back out of here. There we go. Now we're loose. And I'm actually going to just delete that one. All done. So, since Run 8 deleted my hump power, I need to recreate that. That was 201. Just copy that. It's basically a clone of these guys. So if I copy that to the train maker upper. Go stick that over here on this train. Hopefully it'll let me place them there. Yeah, man. Okay, fine. It'll let me place it there. Alright, that one's lead unit. Get everything all started up. Do all the things. And then you guys need renamed to 201. There we go. They're back. So we'll get them hooked onto this train, and then we'll see. We'll have to try to pay more attention. See why that's getting deleted, maybe. It's like it thinks it's derailed, because it'll say, you know, too big of coupler angle or something. Then it'll say telescoping train, and then it deletes it. I don't know why. I'm not sure, Treddy. Usually if I'm running like a local, I'll archive it over on YouTube. So it probably depends on how long ago and how much we actually do. But the VOD will be around on Twitch for, it's either 1 week or 2 weeks. I don't remember how long it sticks around. So let me keep that locked. Hello, YouTube. I should put the overlay up. You guys can see how fast I'm going. I'm going way too fast. Okay, we're running light. We can slow down pretty quick. Perfect. Alright, switches are aligned for the hump yard. Release those. The hump in the name. And AI recrew. So now the AI is taking over. Hey, it's a German soldier. Welcome. Not much is up. Just relaxing here on a Sunday afternoon. Working on the railroad. We're humping some cars. We might run the Boron local, at least over to Boron later, because it's sitting there ready to go. I should probably go over to Boron and see. I probably need to do some local switching there too. But I've had a problem with some of the trains getting deleted by Run 8 when they're humping. Not sure why. I'll try to keep a closer eye on this one. Oh, I thought I threw that one. That would be a problem. We don't have anybody coming in, so we should be good to go. But if they do come in, they should go through the hump bypass into the receiving yard here. Cleaning the house? Yeah, I did that yesterday. My back's feeling it too. Vacuumed all 3 floors. We've got a basement that's mostly finished too. Did a bunch of laundry, all that good stuff. Alright, so far so good. Let me actually stick this up. Let me put it up to a full minute. Hopefully won't miss any messages. Alright, let's pushing that on back. I'm gonna get really cheeky. I could probably AI crew this one, have it start heading out. I don't know if it would route it correctly though. Maybe we better hold off. Not get too cheeky. Just double check our hump controller config here. Yep, still on the right setup, and it's enabled. It probably won't have any problems till it gets to a turnout. It's also possible I just had some switches misaligned, but I double checked it. I thought it was good. But that train definitely disappeared, so I don't know where it went. I missed the messages up here. But while we're waiting on that, we could get rid of some of these others. Let's grab this guy. And I'm going to remove the power in here. Do it the easy peasy way. I'm not sure how many current are in there, Dark Wind, but it's a lot. It keeps filling up my track. There's a whole train where it's just on this one. Kern Oil's a big customer. So we're taking some shortcuts here. There we go. Got the road power off those trains. Yeah, there's so many Kern Oil tankers. I almost need a whole separate track just for Kern Oil. Which I might have to do. So can I change that real quick? Whee! I don't think I can because it does top to bottom, so I'd have to... Well, I could maybe do... Can I do that? It's going to stop the AI, but I can start it up again. So it should hit that before it hits the 17J down here. So the number 8 track would be just K and O. Is it right control? No, right shift? Yeah, that'd be, then track 8 would be all by itself. I think that will work. I guess we'll find out. Alright, I need to get this guy back under AI control again. Well, you can only do one track. Because it's just going to put it in the first match it finds. So I think it will look at this whole string and try to match. So it should match this before it finds the LS917J, I think. We'll find out. I don't know for sure how that works. Pretty sure it goes top to bottom and left to right, like matching here. But I don't know if it just looks at the first part or if it looks at the whole car tag. Pretty sure it looks at the whole car tag. Alright, bring her on back, Mr. AI. Bring her on back. Nothing happens fast on a railroad. Unless it's going really sideways. Then it can get exciting in a hurry. Alright, y'all keep an eye on that. I'm going to see, where's my... I'm looking for my power supply for the rail driver. Oh, where did that go? I haven't used the sound on it for a long time. Throw it in the drawer. Still there, train? Yep, train's still there. Oh, I need to clean out this drawer. That reminds me. This thing's a mess. Now, I'll have to look for that later. I don't know what I did with the power supply for it. The only thing that doesn't work is the subwoofer. It's not a big deal. So now that I'm watching it, of course, it's not going to have any issues. Set that back to 30. So for anybody that might not be familiar with what's going on here, this is called a hump yard. So this this has an elevation, so it's pushing it up. This is a little bit of a hill here. And then it rolls down into all these bowl tracks. And there's a computer, I mean in real life, there's like a computer scanner that scans the cars. And then it controls these brake sections, which slow down the cars. And it controls all these switches. So it'll just roll under gravity, and then the computer sets the switches so it ends up in the right bowl track. It's like automated sorting. So that's what's going on. And Run 8 simulates that. So there's some kind of mechanism here that will cut loose the couplers. I don't know how it works in real life, but it's around where this yellow sign is. So we turn on car tags. You can see these are all YBK50. And it'll do max 3 at a time. And then this is all just physics. Run 8 has really good physics. So you can see these two tankers are going to UDOBK. So they'll get cut off. We got a whole bunch of Vuvu. Vuvu! It's the Vulcan gravel train or something like that, I think that is. I don't run that one. They'll get sorted off and then deleted. So then those two are going to go. They'll get routed to wherever they are supposed to go. I don't think I'm doing UDOBK, so a lot of this stuff just gets put into a track that doesn't match anything, and then I manually delete them. So then all these Vulcan cars, it'll do 3 at a time. See, the tanker cars are going over here somewhere. And prior to version 3 of Run 8, you had to do this yourself. Like, you had to control the engine. Run it at 2.2 miles an hour as you pushed over all this. In version 3, they added AI automation to this. So that AI will just sit there and hump the train for me. And then when it's done, the engines will just sit there. Whee! I go to him. I'm going to say relinquish when stopped. So when he gets done, he'll relinquish and it'll just be sitting there ready to go. Alrighty, let's pop over to Boron. And we'll see what local switching needs done over there. At the plant. What have we got set in here? Oh, we've got a train in the siding. Otto's got them meeting here. Where are you headed with all those? Oh, that's my Bakersfield train. That's my LS 917J that I built. And it's been working its way out to Bakersfield. So we can run that at some point once it gets out there. Alright, let's go take a look over here. So this, I don't remember what this is called. What's the name of this place? Industry tags is this? Nope. This? It's boron something. Anyway, yes, it has its own set of switchers. I think this might all actually... Is it ready to go, or does it need refilled? Let's just auto start. Get you all going. Turn on car tags. We can see these are filled. Does it take empties? Yeah, I think they produce something here and they ship it out. We go take a look. Go look at industry configuration. Boron something or other. BOR. Borax. Yeah, it produces loaded covered hoppers. So it produces loaded box cars and covered hoppers, and it consumes tank cars. So I guess they mine... I don't know that much about borax, but I guess they mine it or something out here, and then they ship it out in the covered hoppers. So these guys are ready to go. Tankers are all empty. I think I had these set out there as this is ready to go. Yeah, all these tankers are empty. So we can pull out, and we'll put the outbounds in this track. Then we'll be ready to run the boron localizer. Somebody was naughty and didn't switch that back. I guess since this is my railroad, it's all my fault. And you're good. Alright, cool. So we can just back up now and hook onto those cars. What's up, Bob? Got Bob with us today. As always. I don't see anything. Is it right alt back? Right control back? There we go. Yeah, Bob's gonna tell on me, I'm sure. If I can see enough from the cab here to couple up to these, maybe. We'll try it.
BNSF detector milepost 788.0.
Why am I hearing detectors? Going off the shadow. All right, there we go. Set and centered. Hey, Hellbound Hades, welcome. Because I can, I guess. I'm not sure why. I mean, there shouldn't be any detector out here. I'm pretty sure I have that set to there a setting somewhere? I thought it would only tell me my detectors. Maybe not. Oh no, it's in cab only. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why I was hearing that detector. Anywho, these have absolutely no air in them. How many cars we got? Alright, I'm going to be lazy and I'm going to hit F7, which will hook up all the air hoses for me. And then we're going to bop down to the end of the train here. Close off that ankle cock. See it open, close. So we don't just blow air out the end of the train. Yeah, we need to pump some air up in there. So you are open. If you partially open. Back in the cab. We got lots of airflow. And we have a mechanical air pump, from what I understand. So we're going to put it up in notch 4. We're going to pump air. Since I haven't clicked anywhere else, this should let me open that fully when it's time. Beady beady boop. Guess I forgot to turn their phone down. It's my mom. Been talking back and forth. I'm gonna go up there in a couple weeks, and I'm taking the day off. Gonna do a long 3-day weekend. Cutting wood. Gotta get her winter wood supply in before it gets cold. Since Dad passed away a couple years ago, she needs help with that. He always did lots of wood cutting. So that'd be a nice break from the high-tech work world. Is this any good, Hellbound Hades? I mean, good is subjective. There's nothing else like it if you want a realistic, like, 90s to present railroad simulator. It's got excellent physics, like fully simulated air brakes and systems, and yeah, it's just rock solid multiplayer. It's got it all. So whether that's good or not, I guess depends on what you're looking for. I've got a short, I think it's like 7 or 8 minute video on my YouTube channel called What is Run 8, I think. And it kind of goes over some of the basics. It's just kind of a ramble, really. I really enjoy it because I like simulators, like deep simulators that actually simulate stuff, not farming simulator or construction simulator. And those are fun games, but I really enjoy the simulators that actually simulate. As an example, let's fly out of the train here. Whee! Back here to this last car. I'm going to click off of that. So all this is simulated. We've got brake pipe pressure. We're showing 80 pounds now. The auxiliary reservoir and the emergency reservoir are filling up. That's what will allow us to set and release the brakes. So we got 54 pounds, 49 pounds. Brake cylinder has 0. You can even set a retainer valve, which isn't used so much anymore, but you can set that like if you're going to be coming down a steep hill. You can cut in them out, you can bleed them off. I mean, you can put a hazmat placard on there, which is just kind of a visual thing. If you want to, but yeah, all this air stuff is simulated. Air is, if I pull up the UI view here, this bottom white bar is brake cylinders in all the cars, so they're all released right now, no pressure in them. The top bar is coupler force, so you can see we've got a little bit of built-up pressure in the first third of the train, because that's where I backed into this cut, and this cut has they all have their handbrakes on. So if I can push a button to release all the handbrakes. I think, if I push the right button. There we go. And you can see that pressure kind of sorted itself out. More coupler pressure, it just kind of settled into the coupler spring, or the coupler springs. I've played a lot of Space Engineers, done several series on YouTube as well. Space Engineers is awesome. Very fun game. So if that kind of thing is your jam, then yeah, this is a lot of fun. All right, let's go back here. I need to open this angle cock up the rest of the way. The reason I'm doing this, if that cut of cars there had empty brake pipe and I hooked this up and I just opened that angle cock up, all the air would rush out of the locomotive and the emergency system, let me spit that out, would think, oh, I just broke an air hose, and it would throw the train into emergency and it would dump all the air. So you want to open this partially, keep an eye on your flow. And once you've got some pressure back here and your flow's gone down, then you can open it all the way back up. That's the kind of detail you get. If that's not your thing, then Run 8's not really for you. Although you can set the where is it? F7 air brake cheat. If you don't want to mess with any of that, you can have it cheat in the air and cheat the angle cocks for you. I have it set just to cheat air hoses, so I don't have to literally walk the entire train hooking up air hoses. Sometimes I'll do that on shortcuts of cars just for fun, but that's not always fun. Yeah, it shows you the messages, Darkwind, so yeah, we're keeping an eye on that. So far it hasn't blown up. I'm not sure why it had issues. So our flow's down to like 25, 30 cubic feet per minute. So we should be able to move this train. So we got the handbrakes off. I don't have my headlight on. Oops. Don't tell Bob. All the coupler slack and everything is simulated. It's just really, really good. Yeah, I didn't turn the bell on. My bad.
BNSF detector, milepost 788.0.
778.0. Where is that? Sometimes I need to chat PA, so I appreciate that. I've been known to miss a thing or two. Hey, I didn't even touch you. Why are you going to notch 3? Crazy rail driver. I want to ease on out of here. I'm trying to find on my track page here. Where's Boron? Boron, there's Barstow. Boron. Boron is 784. Just 784. I forget what he said. Huh. I don't know where that track detector's coming from. Why it's talking to me. He's probably nodding off over there anyway. We can ignore him. So I can close this window. So there's a siding out here that's meant for outbound cars. I'm not sure if all these will fit on there. How long am I? I'm just 1,023 feet right now. Should have kept that map page open. I've got a track map here. Auxiliary track is 2,300 feet long. Can I fit all of this in there? I feel like we're a lot longer than 2,300 feet if I grab that other cut. Set my counter. That's another way I guess I could have checked the length.
BNSF detector milepost 788.0. No defects. Repeat, no defects. Total axle 308. Train speed 28 mph.
Well, the audio is actually coming from that speaker. That's cool.
8 degrees out.
Yeah, I don't know why we're hearing that. I didn't think we heard audio for the other trains. It would show it up here, but huh, weird. I don't know. Anywho, let's get some brakes on here. This is loaded, so I'm going to go and do a 15-pound reduction. And I'm going to pop back to the train here. Let that come to a stop. I'm pretty sure we're not going to fit if we take everything out there. Free fly. Yeah, because we're just that long, and this thing is twice that long. No way that would fit. All right, well, we'll take this cut out there. And then this one can just sit there, ready to go outbound. We'll at least have all the inbound tracks clear. All right, I got the bell on, just for you, Darkwind. We pull that up. I've released the train brakes, but they have to release throughout the whole train. We'll see this slowly fade to white as all the brake cylinders close out. Pretty cool stuff. We'll pull this cut down here, stick it in that siding, run the switchers back, and then boron, or the borax will be ready for the boron local to head out. Watch, every once in a while you'll see Bob nod off. It's pretty funny. The devs have got quite the sense of humor. He goes. He's getting ready to fall asleep. I'm watching you, Bob. A little further away from the track there. Let's be safe. Yeah, I bet, Hoot. That's why they has the alerter. You have to hit. It keeps you awake. It would be very monotonous most of the time. That's why I like the local switching and the yard work and stuff. I don't usually drive trains over the main that much. That's pretty boring for me. It could be interesting, like if you're going up Cajon Pass or something, but there's just too much sitting. Not just hitting the alert button because you haven't had to touch the controls. I'm gonna switch to ground view so it'll quit vibrating. Hey, catch you later, the Treddy. Thanks for dropping in. All right, let's hop back in the cab here. We've got a big hill right as we get to that auxiliary track there. A container train going by in the background. I do have, yeah, I've got auto on. I'm loving the new automatic dispatcher too in version 3. It's another new feature. So auto, the automatic dispatcher, can just keep trains running in the background. If you want to take over, you can. Yeah, thanks for the follow, the Treddy. I see those on my activity feed, but I don't have an alert set up for those. I try to keep the screen pretty much just about the game. Like, I even have a webcam. Hi! I usually don't have it on. Yeah, there's a lot to it, Hellbound Hades. I mean, you can set up, like if I go to... I better get some... Get this down about notch 1. We're going to start accelerating as we go over this hill here. It has AI traffic generation. Like, here's all the AI. There's 27 trains right now running by AI in the background. And you can set up random AI traffic to be on or off. And you have all these spawn points, and then each spawn point, a certain train type with a probability. And then like mixed freight is what I'm interested in, because that's what I switch at the locals. Go here, you can change all these options for all these different trains. So these are based on real trains. And you can see this tag for industries here is yes. So that means this train heading to Barstow, sorry, will have cars tagged for the local industries, like what we want to use. Same for this. These don't. Probably because in real life they don't send cars. I don't know for sure, but anyway, it goes deep. Oh, I'm slowing down too much. Oh, that switch is not thrown correctly. See if we can stop for realsies. No! Stop! Yeah, that was a little bit of a hard stop. Quit judging me, Bob. Boy, so whoever ran this borax plant last time just really didn't do a good job. I'm gonna have a talk with that certain individual. It's me. I'm the only one that plays on here. Try to get the train moving again. So, where was I going? Oh yeah, industry. There's a whole industry side to it as well. These industries will process cars. So that's the industry list. Is it Shift I? Control I? There it is. So if we go find borax, this is how it's... This comes already configured, I think. But, oops. Hey, found a bug. I think I used the depot's configuration, so I'm not sure what is stock. But anyway, you can see it's got which local freight symbol processes this industry, and then what kind of cars it will process it. So it can take up to 30 acid tank cars every 24 hours and produces empties. So it's going to expect loads. And now's when I need to get some brakes on as we head down this hill. Let's get a 10-pound set on. Turn off the bell. So there's that whole side of it too that I like. It actually, you can actually do stuff with your railroad. You know, it's an actual railroad simulator. Pop out here. We are slowing down. I forgot to set my counter. Yeah, okay. We're ready to stop, so we'll just roll to a stop. And then it's going to be fun trying to back into that switch uphill with all these loads. We'll try it. All right, we are stopped. Pull up the UI here. And let's see. Go ahead and go to notch. Well, I'm going to put it reverser in reverse, first of all. Let's go ahead and go to notch 2. We're going to come off the brakes. And then it's had time to ramp up. So let's go to notch 3. We'll see if it can start moving. Might need some notch 4. So this is the engine speed. The engine's basically just pushed in the slack. It's not actually moving. Lovely. All right, let's hop back in the cab. Let's get the local brakes independence on. Should hopefully hold us here. Brakes are still releasing, that's why we couldn't move. Didn't wait long enough. Alright, let's try that again. Let it load up into notch 2. Load up into notch 3, and we're going to start easing off the independent brake. There we go. I didn't wait long enough. The terrain brakes hadn't fully released yet. Alright, we'll just hop on the ladder here. Ride the train back. Pop that up so you guys can see. This is my, whoops, that's my speed there. Reverse, forward, neutral. Main reservoir on the, this is all the air stuff. Main reservoir, emergency reservoir, brake pipe. Cubic feet per minute of flow, basically out of the locomotive. And we're in notch 3. And brake cylinder is the independent brakes on the locomotives. So I can apply brakes just on the locomotives if I want. Used to be able to subscribe and irritate. I just saw that, dude. You gotta pay more attention to chat. Sorry about that. Yeah, I turned that off. I just felt bad. I mean, it's hard to describe. I understand people want to support, and that's cool, but at the same time, I don't have any schedule. I just do this for fun. It's, you never know when I'm going to be streaming, and I mean, I've blessed to have a good career. I don't need the money. I just felt bad. People spending money on me. There's people out there trying to make a living doing this. I'd rather you go sub to them. So I showed you guys. I told them to take away my affiliate status. That'll learn you. Really like all the little sounds. Tires creaking and stuff. Not sure where the birds are out here in the desert. At least we have some ambient sounds as well. So obviously we want to stop before we get to that bumper. We're pretty much back in the siding. Alright, we're good. Pop back up to the front of the train. And let's see, is it up? Yeah, alright, so that applied the handbrakes to the entire train. I'm going to manually take them off of the engines. Then we just need to close that ankle cock, and you can see this is yellow. I can't pull the uncouple pin. There's too much force on it. So I need to ease the engine back a little bit and take some of that pressure off. Now I can pull the uncouple pin. The bell on before Darkwind yells at me. And there we go. There's that cut sitting there. Now I just need to run back down to the plant. And we'll take a look at the hump yard. We might look at another train humping. See how much room we got. Oh, don't stop that. You stopped too quick. All right, Bob, we can go on back. I've got a fun park peg story for you, Hoot. Speaking of park pegs. I had a 1970 Chevy half-ton when I was in college. And being a guy with a pickup truck, you know, you're always helping people out, hauling stuff. So I was hauling, I forgot what we were cleaning out something and hauling it to a ditch to burn. Because, you know, we're a bunch of hillbillies. So I'm backed on this really steep embankment up to a ditch so we can unload the truck. I don't remember if I was getting out or getting in the cab, and the park pin let loose. Pop! But I was right there. Like I said, I can't remember if I was getting in or out, so I just jammed on the brake real quick, where my truck was going to be in the ditch. It would have to have been towed out with a crane or something. That was good times. So, ever since that happened, it's hard for me to trust the parking pin. Granted, that was a really old truck. Anyway, that's my boring story for the day. Alright, we got green there. We are all set to get back in here where we need to go. What I've had, especially older trucks, I haven't had that trouble with like newer Chevys or Rams, but yeah, that if you're on a really steep incline, it can be tough to get them out of park. That same truck, 70 Chevy, I pulled up to a stop sign and went to go and twisted the drive shaft off. The rear end, I don't know if a tooth broke off or something in the rear end. Rear end locked up solid. So I couldn't even roll it out of the way. I'm just sitting there blocking the four-way stop. So I run in, there was a store there. It was in a town, so there was a store right there. And like they weren't gonna let me use their phone. I'm like, can I please just, I'm blocking the intersection. So I finally talked them to let me use their phone. This was before cell phones. And so the police showed up, and I got a tow truck out there, and they had to pick me up from the back end because the rear end was locked up. Good stuff. A lot of good memories with that truck. A lot easier to work on than modern stuff, that's for sure. Slow down a little bit there. Whoa! I forgot I was in fly mode. Went to take off running. We usually just park right in here. Be ready to work the inbounds. Alright, that ought to be good. I'm not sure what that color means. Oh, do I have a button for the maintenance away? I don't think I do. That's something else that this game has, which is really relevant for multiplayer, but what's it called? Maintenance away. Oh, it's F6. So say I wanted to put like a blue flag down. Stop! Minute work. You gotta get right up on it. Delete. No, come here. Delete. There we go. Or I think. Drop one of those. So, just cool stuff like that. Delete. Anywho, let's get back over to Barstow Yard. We can relinquish that. Oh, let's turn the headlight off. There we go. Relinquish that. Take over these guys. A little bit full on the kern, but do you have any cars that, or any trains that don't have kern oil? Nope. There's so much kern stuff. Let me stop you. Yeah, there's several Star Trek sounds in the game. I guess they're fans. So I'm gonna have AI run this down to the other end of the yard. So the way you can do that is if you AI recrew a train, it's gonna try to go forward. And then it'll obey like switches thrown against it or signals, stuff like that. So I'm gonna manually select the switch, make sure it's thrown against this track. And then AI recrew that. And it'll run that set of engines down to the other end of the yard for me. We can do other stuff while it's doing that. So look at all this kern oil. I need to just send a kern oil train out there. So that's why I set up this track. But what I could do now is I could actually change that in the Hump config. I could say put those on track 7 now, and then enable that. So we could do it that way. So if I go here and I copy that into the train maker up here, it'll give me stats on it. So that's 27 cars. So we could do like 2 of those, throw some road power on it and just send it out. And then just have a 917J that just does kern oil. These guys I can delete. That's my throwaway track. So this is the stuff that's headed out to Borax. That's the boron local. Wait, where aren't you going? Why are you holding? I just said how awesome you were. How you could do stuff for me. Now you're not doing it. Oh, I know why. I know why. I forgot to take hump out of the tag, so it's trying to hump. It's like, I can't hump anything. What are you doing? Silly human. Are you talking about Kern Oil, Hellbound? Kern Oil has its own little yard. It does so much business. There we go. Now we can AI recruit. Now we will run down to the other end of the yard. That was my bad. Operator error. I think it's this one that's headed to Bakersfield. Yep. Barback, LS917J. So that's the train. Once it gets out here to Bakersfield, we'll be able to run the 917J again. There he goes. Good boy. Alright, so we got the road power off of those. Let's get the road power off these other two. Yeah, I'm going to do this just in the train maker upper. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I meant to hit that button. No! Undo? No, there's no undo. Okay, well, that train's deleted. Let's do this before I delete the actual train. There we go. Perfect. We'll just pretend like that other train never existed. And sorted. It's all done. Yeah, he's running down there. It takes a while, so we'll just let Mr. AI run the train down there. And then we could do the same thing with these guys. Yeah, because they should stop there because that one's thrown. We lock that. I don't think there's anything inbound here for a while. So it should be okay to lock that. Yeah, and we could send these guys down to the other end as well. That's the lead unit. Good to go. So they'll start those engines up. They'll start heading their way down too. So we'll get set up to hump a couple trains. Are these empties or full? Oh, they're full. That's going to be one heavy train then, isn't it? Can I pull it? You guys feeling strong here? So we're coming straight through there. All these guys are straight, and then we're coming in this track. Forgot I had that. turned off, so that's why I wasn't seeing any messages. Whee! Just for you, Darkwind. So we'll see if we can move that cut. Word on the street is if you take the handbrakes off, the train moves better. That's just what I've heard, though. Ooh, we got Norfolk Southern on the head end. We see that in Missouri, right here by my house. Come in and come through my town and switch the GM plant. I really like NS's black and white paint scheme. Looks gnarly. I crashed into the tank cars yet? No, we're good. Take the air freshener off. You know, I was talking about this slop in the throttle on this rail driver. I took it apart today. There's not really any slop in the mechanism, so I guess it's just an electronics thing. Kind of sucks. One problem is the way it's designed, it barely moves like the capacitive sensor for the whole throw range of the throttle. So there's very little resolution. Wow, I am speeding down through here. Let's slow down just a hair. Just a touch. All right, there we go. Take all the handbrakes off. Okay, everything's settled out. We're not moving, so that's good. Oh, you are closed. You. Since it was just humped and I haven't saved and reloaded, I guess it's good to go. So we definitely want air in here. We've got 27 loaded tank cars. We won't be able to stop that on our own. So we can open you up, and then we're going to partial open you. Oh wait, these still have air in them because they were just humped. Yeah, look at that. Cool. Good to go. It hasn't had time to bleed off yet. Excellent. Well, let's go then. Guess who didn't check the switches ahead of himself? Do-do-do-do-do-do. All green, and we head into the old yard. Which is probably what I want. No, we don't want that. Let's keep that other track clear. That'll be plenty of lead, though. Alright, back in the seat. So I need to go all the way down past, you can barely see it, that switch right there. So I need to remember to set my counter after we hit that. Go and get some dynamic brakes on. After we get out of the hump, we've got a little bit of a downgrade here. So I need to try to keep it around 15 mile an hour. Hear the dynamic fans roaring. Oh, I didn't hit my counter, did I? Now I did. This is the right counter, wasn't it? The right place to hit the counter? Yeah. I need to get back up through there. Because all these tracks are pretty much full. Yeah. You come across this and back into there. Ruh-roh. This is why you do brake tests, kids. This is exactly why you do a brake test. I've only got like 4 cars braking. Yeah, I didn't do a brake test. There's something not right here. So you see that I've only got an application on like 4 cars, maybe. What a noob. All right, we'll try to get it slowed with that and the dynamic brakes. We get down below 10 mile an hour, we can start using some independent brake on the locomotives because the dynamic brakes will become less effective. Yeah, maybe 3. There's something going on with the brakes here. That's why professionals do brake tests. Come out of dynamic brake. Come out. There you go. I got about half independent brake on, so we'll let it slowly ease to a stop. Yeah, we're all good. What we got going on here? That's what we got going on right there. I forgot when it humps them, the air hoses are only going to be connected between the blocks of cars. So yeah. Basically, I'm a big old dum-dum. That's what's going on there. Alright, let's close that angle cock, and then I'm going to use F7. It's going to hook up all the air hoses. We're going to partially open that. No flow at all. Oh, right, because this one back here is closed. What a dummy. No, that's open. Yeah, those are open. Hi. Nice seeing you again. Must have stopped for a crew change or something. Ah, here we go. Like somewhere these are closed. So we'll open you and we'll partially open you. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Yeah, I forgot. This has been humped, so it's going to be all goofed up. Good. If I open that, is it going to blow the whole train? I've got the one back there partially open. All right, so we come back here. You're going to be closed, so we'll do open. Open. Oh, that did. So this is basically all the mistakes you can make running a train. It's a tutorial series. So, yeah. So I just blew all the air on the train. I tripped the emergency system. So that being the case, let's go ahead and set this to angle cocks as well. So that's going to set the angle cocks through the whole train for me. Turn that back off. Now we start over from scratch. Close that. Yeah, so far it is still on the rails, mostly. I mean, that's... In my book, it's good enough, right? Alright, so we hop in here. Oh, no, it didn't blow it. I thought the whoosh was it blowing the... Where's... Alright, let's... Independent on, release that. Maybe we didn't blow the whole train. I'm really confused now. Ground. OBS says audio's going out. It may just be, there you go, outbound. Just on your end. Alright. Okay, so we did automatic angle cocks. There we go. Now just the flow out I would expect to see. Alright, let's start pumping air. No, we did dump the brake pipe because it's empty. Okay. I managed to dump the air, but I didn't trip the emergency. Yeah, it had air, just the angle cocks were all, and the hoses weren't all hooked up. I forgot. I'm used to doing this after I've like saved and reloaded. So when you save and then you come back later to run basically the train's, it doesn't store the air state, if that makes sense. So I'm not used to it being freshly humped and all the angle cocks are set how they were when the cars were humped. That's tripping me up. Now we're pumping back up. But that's exactly why you do a brake test, normally, before you move a cut of 27 loaded tanker cars. If you were smart, you'd do that. We're getting there. So if I click on the last car, we've got 62 pounds in the brake pipe. The reservoirs are coming up to about 40 psi. So everything's got to refill since I was a big old dummy and dumped the air. But that's what I like about Run 8. You know, it simulates all this stuff. So if you do stupid stuff, stuff happens. I was going to see, does it actually put a placard there if we do that? Oh, look at that. It does. That's cool. It's got all the different stuff. Cool. I didn't know if you could see that visually or not. And I don't actually know what these haul out to Borax. I don't know if they should have a hazmat placard. They probably should. If you want to be prototypical, you could look that up and have it on there. Alright, we're getting pretty close to being able to move this train. Definitely made it far enough past the switch. We can go ahead and throw these now. And we got green, and yeah, I think I'll just build it on here. So we'll just come right back in there. It's already set up. Flow rate's getting down there. It's always a toss-up, like, can I release it now? Usually if it's below 60, it's kind of a rule of thumb, but it's just kind of a guess. So I'm going to let it get below 60. We'll open this up all the way. And we should be just about where we can get to moving. We're going to have to shove this up a little bit of a grade. 0.2%. So it'd be a little bit of a struggle probably for these two GP40-2s. Alright, we're below 60. Let's cross our fingers. Alright, we didn't trip the PCS, so that's good. Check the brake shoes. We don't have any brake application through the train. Let's see if we can move. So let's get in reverse. Load up into notch 3. And we'll ease off the independent brake. So we come into notch 4. There we go. Wasn't any slack, because since this is downhill, all the slack had run in because these cars were pushing against the stop. Uh-oh. What did I do now? What happened now? No. What happened? I heard air blow out. An air hose has stretched apart. Why didn't an air hose stretch apart? Oh, is this... Oh, crap. chat. I just can't win today. That switch was thrown. So when we backed through it. What a show. What a show. Yeah. That's how that went. Anyway, let's watch the train go by. I don't think I can mess that up. And then we'll get this train sorted out. So this is becoming a master class in how not to run 8. Here's what a train looks like when the engineer knows what they're doing. Alright, let's get this straightened out. It's okay, we can fix this. We can fix this. First of all, let's hop back in the cab. We did trip the PCS. So we need to go full application on the handle for 60 seconds. It's just the same as the other locomotive I was doing earlier in the stream. This one isn't modern enough to have a digital dash that tells you what to do. You just have to know what to do. Yeah, brother. At least we haven't derailed yet, I don't think. That's next on the list. See, where was my save point? It was clear back here, wasn't it? Don't need to be here anymore. I can switch that back, though. Clean up behind myself. Alright, where was the boo-boo? Boo-boo was back here somewhere. I was so proud of myself, too, for getting that smooth start on the downgrade. Backing up. Yeah, we need a screenshot of this. For sure. Alright. Release. We should get that building back up. I can hear the air leaking now. Need to close you. You're disconnected. I think you're disconnected too. You guys, yeah, you lost all your air. Alright, we'll get this straightened up and then we'll switch that back on there. So I'm just release the independent. Gravity should do the rest. Maybe. Or not. Bob's got a whole stack of paperwork. He's got like 4 phone numbers I need to call. Bob's a busy guy today. Yeah, I guess there's enough stress here that it's... There's actually still an application on the back end of the train, isn't there? Now that I think about it. So these guys have no application, but since the hose broke, these guys have still got that. But I think I have a button, I think, for that. There we go. So I just bled all the brakes in the train. Will that let us roll forward? Nope. All right, we'll have to give her some juice. Really not wanting to pull. All right, new plan. We'll cut the train. All right, you're already closed. Of course, now I stretch the train. I can't uncouple. Awesome. Yeah, there's lots of creaking going on. It's just enough independent on to not pick up too much speed. But like I was saying, this is what I love about Run 8. Yeah, I screwed up, but I mean, just look how much fun I'm having. Since all this stuff is simulated, I can go fix it and we're good to go. Lesson learned. Do a brake test and check your switches. All right, that is switched now. Confirmed. Let's try backing up again. Oh, I've made this mistake before. It happens. Part of the process. Okay. Let's get our train put back together. So you should be, yeah, you're close. So connect up that arrows. Oh, shoot. You're not close. Hey, close. Yeah. Everything's all under control. We're all good. So let me leave that disconnected so I'll remember which car it is. Because I'll probably forget that it's just that car there. Alright, open you all the way back up. This car is charging its reservoirs. Now we can do this one. Alright, connect your air hose. We want you open. You partial. Now we can fill the rest of the train. Again. Because I'm dumb. I can see as these reservoirs are filling back up, the brake cylinders are releasing. Okay. I think we're good. How are we looking at the back of the train? Getting filled back up. Got air back here. Top on the step here. All right, can we start moving? We go now? You done messing around? All right, load up into notch 3. Ease off the independent. And not move at all. Sweet. We're still waiting for some cars to release. Oh, you released. Pretty much released. Why are you not moving? That's a great question. All right, let's try this again. I did apply handbrakes, but I've got a button on the rail driver that releases all the handbrakes, and I did that, so I can set them all. I can release them all. Oh, maybe it didn't release. Maybe I didn't push with enough authority. Yeah, definitely release now. Alright, load her back up again. So I pushed that button, but sometimes the rail driver buttons, you know, they just don't work that great, so I think I just didn't push it hard enough. Alright, back off the independent into notch 4. And we have movage. But we're moving in the wrong direction, which means we have massive wheel slip going on. So that's not good. Reverser guy, I had it in reverse. Didn't I? I don't even know what's happening anymore. I thought I had it in reverse. Yeah, that's working. Was it in neutral? I should just play with the keyboard. The keyboard's reliable. Oh, I didn't get into reverse. Okay. My bad. So this is going great. I should get my other camera. Sometimes I'll have a camera set up on the rail driver so you guys can see the levers and stuff. Seventh time's the charm. Maybe 8th or 9th, we'll see. The horn button works. That's the main thing. I'm not sure of anything anymore, Hellbound Hades. We'll soon find out. Yeah, that one's set, and then we're going into that first track up there. So in theory, we're all good. It's a nice theory. It's a roaring sound. Just me? I hear a roar in my right ear, but I think it's just the train noise. Alright, so I can see the counter through it, so that's cool. I need to trip that as we head into the siding here. Or just jump off the terrain. Alright, let's go back down into notch 3. I don't want to get much above 10 mile an hour. Although I think we're pushing up grade, so we should be able to stop. With gravity helping. Sometimes I stream run 8 and don't have any issues. Sometimes, like today, it's just a comedy of errors. Alright, let's set our counter here. Got 1,700 feet of terrain. Shove back in here. I don't think there's anything else on this track. Nope. Clear all the way to Bakersfield. It's kind of naturally slowing down. Oops, it's kind of naturally slowing down here. Due to gravity, we've got a 0.43% grade we're pushing up against. Yeah, you gotta have some mistakes. You get to play with the cool systems, like, you know, recharging the train and all that good stuff. He's put in, and we need to get another train humping. Those locos have been sitting down there the whole time idle while I was busy crashing this train. Alright, we got 500 feet to go. Let's bring her down into notch 2. Notch 2, I said. Come on, rail driver. There we go. Yeah, probably notch 1 is fine. We need to start bleeding off some speed. It's really hard to find notch 1. Yeah, that's probably a little too much. Back into 2. I'm gonna slow down and stop. I have to get this whole kit and caboodle started again. Alright, let's go ahead and do a nice 20-pound set. So we ease back in there. And done. Beautiful. And let's see, I think I'll just cheat all the... Yeah, I'll just hit my button to put all the brakes on. And I can manually take them off of the engines. Saves a lot of clicking. Close that one. Blow that out. We're done with this cursed train. I think I'm in forward. No! I'm just gonna quit and go to bed. You guys know what I did. You're probably already laughing at me. Let's pull the uncoupled pin here. I disconnected the air hose, but I didn't pull the coupled pin. What's the horn signal for I'm an idiot? I'm gonna go park the engines. No, you just come a little further than that. Do that a little quick. Whoa! Keep forgetting I'm in fly mode. Try to take off running and launch myself into space. Alright, let's park these bad boys. Go get another train humping. Why'd you suddenly get 13 pounds on the independent brake? That was interesting. Okay, relinquish. Because I haven't saved in forever. Let me save that real quick. Alright, we should have our hump loco sitting down here. Let's grab this pair. Hooked onto this train, get it humping. Oops. What? Oh, there is a train on that. It's up at the other end. Do. They're not numbered or anything on the dispatch board. Oh, I take that back. They're numbered on the dispatch board. So if I was smart, I would check the number. Does that show up if I do right shift F8? No. Right control F8? No, that's industry tags. It's left shift F8. Does it tell what track? No, it doesn't say what track these are. I guess you could count. Ah, I see. That one needs to be straight. Didn't realize that was thrown. I was just seeing if you were paying attention, Hellbound. It's totally on purpose. Okay, release all those, and then we need to lock these up. And you are set to go to the hump yard. Yes, indeed. Just gonna go make sure this is actually still on. With the right config, the way tonight's been going. Yeah, and we're set for track 7. Actually, we don't need to be set for track 7. We can set it back. And we tagged it. Here we go. Hump away, sir. Now we can grab these guys. Get them set up to get on a train. Oh, wrong button. Alright, so we need to get these guys across. To there. Yeah, I don't think we have anybody coming in right this second. I need a brake job. Wait, why do you have an EOT on you? Because the AI did that? I guess the AI puts an EOT even if it's just 2 engines. Alright, we should in theory be... Yeah, we're lined up to go down to this train. There, we can release that. Release those. We're going to speed a little bit. Shouldn't go over 15 on the yard. What could possibly go wrong? Not shade for the win. Let's have you come to a stop. Double check down here. Way tonight's been going. Looking good. Put all the handbrakes on. Let's do and tag that for hump. We're not going to hump it yet. We'll go and get it tagged and then relinquish. See if this gets started without issues. Now, Auto just does dispatching out on the main. The AI hump function is just built into the engineer AI. And you can only do one at a time because you have to line up the switches and stuff. All it does is drive backwards towards the hump controller. And then it knows when the cars get close, it slows down to 2.2 miles an hour, and then it stops here. But like, you have to make sure the switches are lined up and all that good stuff. It's part of the locomotive AI, not the dispatching AI. So one at a time. Looks like it's doing okay. Wonder if some of those trains with so many tankers were too heavy to push up this hill. That's why it freaked out. I've had 2 trains delete themselves while humping because of some kind of physics issue. Where are you guys going? UDO BK. I don't know what UDO BK is. UDO Bakersfield? We'll see if that's on the depot server site. UDO. It's in the train symbols. It's in destination tags. Nope, I don't see UDO. So I'm not sure what that one is. Something that runs out of Bakersfield, I guess. But I don't run that local, so who knows? Runaway cars! These are probably Vuvus, so they'll go over to that throwaway track. Track 1 over here is basically none. No match. So these will just get deleted. There's so many of these Vuvu hoppers, though, for the Vulcan train that I don't run, that I have a separate track for them. Otherwise, they just fill up the throwaway track really quickly. So that's why these, even though I'm not using them, they'll go over to this far track. That appears to be going okay. What's the traffic looking like? Say I could run this over, but I don't think I have time. I probably need to get off here before too long. It's going to be dinner and family time. But that's set up, ready to go. How's our dude doing? Is it 83.29? Or is it this now? The UP? Who's our guy that's... There he is. He's making his way over to Bakersfield. He'll eventually get there. This barback train is one I made here from sorted cars. And I'm having AI run it to Bakersfield. So I get over here and it should stop in Bakersfield, and then I can get it moved over to a different track. Speaking of Bakersfield, let's just bop over there real quick. Let the terrain load in. Zip. Yeah, we got several locals over here ready to go. So I might do that next time. Start running some of these locals out of Bakersfield. Got the 917J that's ready. That one's outbound cars. Who's this guy? We got the YBK 50 that's ready to go. And then we got some 906J cars. 906J is also ready to go. It just needs these two pieces put together, I think. Needs some road power. We got stuff to do in Bakersfield. There's always stuff to do here on the railroad. But we got a little bit done here in Barstow tonight. Not too bad. Get some trains built. Reminds me, I need to put these over there and rehump them. So I could do that. We can copy and paste those over there. Copy that. I humped those with the wrong config. So let's just stick those on this track. Why won't let you put stuff close together? Like, who cares if the track's not clear ahead of you? Just put it down. There it goes. It'll let me put it back there. It's like it's checking each side of the point to see if there's enough room. I think it's just a logic error in the coding. Hey, Mr. Scott Bull. It's not quite Halloween yet. I like the enthusiasm, though. Alright, we got those moved. We should have plenty of current oil after this is done pumping to add to that train. We'll get that headed to Bakersfield at some point. Yeah, it looks like if I stick around here and watch, this doesn't have any problems. I don't know. I don't know why those two trains deleted themselves. See, do these guys need fuel? Yeah, you're pretty much okay. Could use a little fuel, though. Didn't take too much to run those guys down. Might just copy and paste them, being lazy. Whee! They don't need repaired, so they don't need to sit there. Let's get them here at the fuelers. Track not clear. There, that track's clear. You guys get refueled? I thought they refueled over time, but maybe not. Maybe you do just click refuel. You can click refuel anywhere. You can bring them over here for the immersion, I guess. Relinquish. Yeah, these guys have been sitting here forever, and they haven't refueled, so... I guess you do need to click the button. There we go. That one's all good. All good. Hey, SPJ, howdy, howdy. And we need to do relinquish. All good. Had a watch party. I've never seen that movie and have no idea who Paul is, but I'm glad you warned people. And let's just refuel these as well. Refuel, refuel, refuel. And they're all good to go. So these have all been just sitting over here. Yeah, they're all good to go. I think these, most of these were here in the world file that I started with. All set up nicely. Yeah, we got a few locos. This used to be full when I started the world. Sometimes I'll pull them out of here and actually drive them over. Sometimes I'll just add them on through the train maker upper. Depends on what kind of mood I'm in. All right, so we got a train humping. We got one ready to hump. We're in good shape. The car's going everywhere. Could shove these guys down. Let's get these trains together. All right, so that's my train. Copy. Delete. Throw a Jeep on there. Well, let's throw two on. And I'm just going to auto air brake it because I'm just shoving down because Renee's silly and won't let me place them close together. Well, look, we actually have a Conrail skim. That's kind of cool. A little bit out of place here in SoCal. But we're just using them temporarily. All right, we need to go backwards. Got the cool flashing ditch lights. And you can never have enough locos, right? Ooh, we got one coming into Barstow. Nice. Hopefully I don't have anything blocked. He's coming in through there. Excellent. Mr. Scott Bull, when you said destroyed Ghostbusters, what do you mean? Was he part of, like, wasn't there like a new Ghostbusters movie or something? I tend to not watch remakes like that because they all suck. In my ever so humble opinion. I lived through the 80s, man. You can't recreate that magic. Beaching cuts of 1963? No clue what you're talking about. But I'm angry. I'll even pound my desk. Oh, was it a big bomb? Yeah, you can't recreate Ghostbusters. That's crazy talk. Alright, I might have to magic stop this. Yeah, I think we're gonna be okay. Bring her on back. Beautiful. That is that train there all together now. Cool. Copy the player train. So now we have those extra cars on there. Delete you. Place train. Delete train again because you were dumb. Didn't take the engines off of it. There we go. I think that was actually on that track, but whatever. At least they're together now. That's a big old train. Hey, look, it's not full of Kern oil tankers. Amazing. This one long train, though. Speaking of Kern oil tankers. Time to start filling up track 7, or track 8, whatever this is. Oh, how would I know anything about rural train stations in the UK? Let alone back in the 1960s. I am. I'm from the Show Me State. State of Missouri. Or Misery. Depending on what kind of day you're having. Yeah, we have an education system too, but we don't cover every arcane little thing. Twinkie. Well, it's the source of your sauce, so I mean, it wasn't too wrong. Twinkies last forever, so you're good. There's not enough food value in them for them to actually go bad. So where are all these cars going? None. Oh, this is one of the untagged. Man, I got all excited that we were getting not Kern oil. We don't even need this train. It's just one of those trains that happens to come to Barstow. KC, does that come from Kansas City, maybe? Let's go check that one. Traffic generation. Yeah, that one's not set up to be tagged for industries for whatever reason. Suppose it could be. Not sure why it's not. It's kind of cool. We got trains coming and going. I'm not sure that's even going to fit in here. It's got mid DPU, but it's way back here. A funky train. I guess we'll see if it fits. Bakersfield. Okay. All kinds of train actions here. A lot of horsepower going by. I'm kind of curious now. Is this? I don't think this is going to fit, is it? It's got. It might just fit. We'll see when it gets stopped. That's a long train. Well, Mr. Scott Bull, if your education system was better, you would know horsepower as a unit of measurement for engines and the amount of work they can do. Burn! Must be really small horses, though, because they can get like 6,000 of them in one of those locomotives. They gotta be pretty small horses. So are those all going to Kern oil? Nope. It's back to there. All right, cool. We got plenty of room then on track 7 for this train worth. We'll have to pull that out before we sort the next train. Ooh, it did fit. Yeah, there's more room there than I thought. I'm going to have you relinquish when you stop. Oh, we got some piggybacks. Those are always cool. Little 28 footers there. Catch you later, Hellbound. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to be getting off here for too long. It's going to be dinner time. You let this train finish humping. There you go. Turn off the messages. Phone battery's at 6%. Well, god dang. Better go get that thing on the charger. Have a good one, Mr. Scott Bull. Thanks for dropping in. Enjoy the veal and tip your waiter. There's Burley Northern. I really like Burlington Northern. I like the old school stuff though, like the green and black locos. That was my jam back when I was a kid. Oh, you're going to Trident. Okay. That was part of the Kern Oil. Alright, I gotta get some stats on this train. Did it ever get stopped? Thinking about it. It's relinquishing. It's 101 cars, 10,297 tons, and it's 6,787 feet long. Wow. That's like a mile and a quarter. It's a long one. I forgot I could get stats just by looking at that. But we can't do anything with those cars, so I just have to delete them. Kind of curious on like the horsepower per ton though, so I was wanting to wait. See if I can get it to relinquish. There's a little bit of a bug here in Barstow. Sometimes it doesn't want to release. It takes a little while. Still says relinquishing. Come on, give me the train. Being contrary. Set that guy to relinquish when he's done. He is just about done. Just headed out to Borax. See you later, little car. Oh, it says relinquishing too. I think it actually relinquished though. Oh, it's still relinquishing. Someday. Yeah, these guys actually relinquished. Alright, let's get them back in their holding track. I can hear a lot of activity upstairs, so I imagine dinner's going to be ready soon. It says BNSF 6934. I guess I just don't have the skin for that. 40-2 for whatever reason. There we go. Done and done. Did you ever relinquish down here? You didn't. What's wrong with you? There it goes. Finally kicked loose. Alright, I'm curious. If we go to Train Maker up and copy that in. 5 locos, 101 cars. Oh, it must be mostly empty. It's 6.1 horsepower per ton. Oh no, low, okay. Empty stats, loaded stats. My bad. 1.7 if it was fully loaded. I don't know if it's fully loaded or not. That's a monster. It's a pretty good sized train. But we don't need it. It's not tagged for any of our stuff, so delete. Sorry, train. You're useless to me. Alright, you are tagged. So I'm going to go ahead and get this guy to humping, but I need to close down the stream because it's going to be dinner time here. But I'm going to have this hump while I'm eating dinner. So let me get this guy set up. Need to override these. Get him routed into hump yard. Let's double check the way tonight's been going. It's got the hump tag, AI recrew. It found it, and it's, oh wait. This has tankers in it, doesn't it? Oh. I need you to stop. Stop! I need to change tracks, because we've already got this track full of kernel oil tankers. So we move you to track 7. There we go. Done. Now I can have it hump. All the other tracks should be fine. Found the hump and it's been recruited. Alright, cool. So with that, I'm gonna leave y'all. Go have some dinner. Have a great rest of your Sunday if you got any left. I'll catch you next time. Take care.